Take 375. Take 337, or whatever number we're on at this point. Hello, my kobolds and creatures, to episode 13. A number that's unlucky for some, and for me, truly unlucky. I have teeth problems right now, and I'm in some considerable pain, so the episode might be a little shorter, a little less enthusiastic, or, because I'm slowly going insane, it might be even more enthusiastic than usual. Now, I would stop, but my backlog has completely ran dry, and I've got no choice but to try and make an episode of something today. So I'm at least going to give you a short update and see where we go from there. I did make a list of to-dos and the script and things, but we'll see where we go. What's on my agenda for today? Talk about the updates that I've put in the world. So, because I like jumping off buildings, I've made a little pond, and it also doubles up as our sugarcane storage. Just a bit of terraforming. I still actually need to pull this building down a little more. Just get some deep slate and do that. I'll do that just quick in a bit. Over here, last episode, I wasn't that happy with the trees. The little tree stumps, they were just brown blobs, but after adding some leaves, you know what? It's much better just adding the leaves. But what I think I need to do is like terraform around them a little, kind of blend them in a little so they're not plopped onto the world. And I think that's a big problem that some of my buildings have. That there's a lot of sharp edges between what I've built and what's natural generation. Unlike the trees here, where it sort of blends back into the ground and things like that. And I need to start working on blending the generation. So I've done some terraforming here and there as well between episodes, because looking around, the place needs it, you know. But that's like I've mostly just flattened the area up there, ready to build on, and like the section there, the water pond, and the bit of plants and things to kind of just blend it in a bit more. And that's about it. Just doing some like off-camera work between episodes, farming up the cows, breeding up the sheep, and completely rehauling the wheat field. I didn't like it. It was flat. It was meant to be temporary, but I decided no, I was going to redo it and do it from scratch. It was potatoes and wheat, but now it's all wheat because I've got more potatoes than I'll ever need. Using lily pads to cover up the water sources. Blended the green patch beside with a bit of moss, a bit of leaves. And there's a bit of a coarse road to get up to this little shack where I've been storing the wheat and my potato stash. And then we have next to it a little well, nothing too fancy, following the same architecture we've got on the other buildings, so it all sort of blends in. Like I said, terraformed up here, so it's a usable space. And that is that. A nice little opener. Okay, so we just freeze framed for like ages until my recording had to be scrapped. Luckily not much other than explanations happened, so I can quickly just gloss over that. Essentially, there's a few things I missed, but mostly it was just the fact that I had done some iron mining and finished detailing out the iron mines a bit more. So they're nice and done now. I think though if I work more in here rather than pushing forwards, I'll just take one of the strip mines that I've already started and just sort of press on further into those, expand them out. And that is the plan. That's a nice little place to get started. So we're gonna start building our little stone storage room here on the sides, but I'm gonna run a few errands first. First of all, let's check my storage for some bits and pieces and tidy up those little blocks we noticed on the spawn tower that need fixing quickly. All I need, drop into the bottom chest, nope, this bottom chest, grab some polished deep slate, and that'll do us. So, said we mined quite a bit of iron, got a bit carried away, but at least we've got it in now and it'll be enough to keep us going. Fishing rod, I've been doing a bit of that, and we've gotten some extra supplies, more fish, more bits and pieces, but more importantly, a lure. I think lore is fishing enchantment. And what I'm going to do then is, been waiting to do this, but I had to do it on camera really, so you could follow along. Is build our first anvil. New recipes, anvil. Don't know where I want to put this because it's not really something I'd have in here. This is sort of a home. A blacksmith would be what you'd have, but we don't have a blacksmith yet. Well, that could be a future plan then, is decide. I'll decide with this anvil where we will put a blacksmith in the future, and right here looks as good a place as any. And lure on my fishing rod, so I can start combining enchantments as I get them. And while we are here, I'm going to fall in the water apparently. I'm going to just dig out these blocks like so, and place some deep slate to cover it up. There we go, all nice and tidy. So that'll be a nice little jump point. Assassin's Creed style, leap of faith off the... That's why I need to terraform. I got so distracted by just random floating cubes. That's why we need to terraform. That's why we need to get this stuff done. So, I'm going to experiment, do some building, and that means it is a perfect time for a third-person time-lapse. So, took a little break from building up the rock warehouse, did a bit of fishing, as one does, and, camera, pulled out a few nice things, a few books, power, quick charge and fire, and sharpness, can throw that on a good sword. Also, a second mending unbreaking fishing rod, just in case our original one breaks. Now, regards to building rock storage, or the rock house, it's a bigger project than I thought it was going to be. I thought the hill was going to be big enough that I could just do a front facade, and that was it. But the hill's not big enough, so as I've been cutting it down, it's going to be a much bigger project, and these iron tools aren't cutting it anymore. I need to upgrade. Now, I don't have a lot of diamonds. I think back at home we only have like 6. I think outside, once we've built this, you can have an exit on the opposite wall, and there's a hole just there that will be perfect for building our next diamond mine. So I'm not going to worry about saving those diamonds that I already have. Those 6 that I have are going to get used now because I need to do a very quick upgrade, the best I can, so I can sort of break down this hill as fast as possible in between. So we are heading home and making 2 tools. that I think are going to at least speed things along. So diamond and some sticks, and I've got to make a decision now. Diamond pickaxe or first diamond pickaxe, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a diamond shovel that will keep us going. Now, that's not the end of all the enchantments that I'm going to have planned. Enchantments? The upgrades. The upgrades I've got planned because I'm adding enchantments. Now, just like we did with the anvil, we've sort of placed it in an area where sort of signify where a future build is going to go. So, I'm going to find some lava, mine up some obsidian, and I'm going to place as a basic enchantment setup here. I mean, I've been slowly building up some bookshelves with the cows, the sugar cane that we've got. So I'm going to do a quick cut and we'll have an enchantment setup all done and dusted. So, you know what I can do? Oh, not 6. There we go. So, we have found a nice little lava pool that I've already mined up some obsidian. Pinch that cobble while I'm here as well. So, next, we just need to grab our bits and put this enchanter together, and we can push forward on a rock house. So, whilst the episode's been going on, I've sort of been thinking about naming this town, thinking about the denizens and the lore of this place. I've been looking at the other Minecraft videos, the old ones that inspired me to make this, old Wells Knights Kingdoms and things. Really is what's inspired me to make this series in the first place. And lore is what's really lacking from this place, and I have plans. You know what, I was just thinking that it's a good thing I only made a shovel, because I needed 2 diamonds to make this. Oh, that's a spare book. Perfect, it's written in the stars. So, I was thinking what lore to use, what shall this place be called? Now, I did write it down somewhere, but I just can't look at my notes while I'm walking. So, the idea is it's a foundational place, our first place. Now, the story goes, I'm actually continuing off from where we left in Season 0. Season 0's story's wrapped up as kobolds had a little tribe somewhere out in the wilderness, it snowed, the place got ruined, they had to leave. And that starts this season, where they've come to this new town, and they're settling here in a place where there already is a town. So later I'm going to have a district where the little kobolds have settled. But for now I'm thinking of the main town, main districts and things. We start off with... I'm going to have this place... Well, let's put the enchanter down while I do this. I can check my notes then while I'm doing it. Yeah, so this town, I'm going to be calling it First Rock or... Braktu. No, Ku. Brakku. I've got it written down. I pronounced it before. Oh, Brakku or something like that. That's not good. I should be paying attention. The idea is it's some... In the locals' language, it means first rock. And it represents the rocky terrain, and it's a nice place where the people have settled. So I'm thinking the people that live here are going to be like hill dwarves and short rock men, or as I am now calling the short rock men. I've written notes. I have tall rock men called Tepku from an old story I was writing, and so the short rock people, I'm calling them Relku. I'm sort of making up syllables in a language as we go, aren't we? Yeah, Brachku, I think the town's called. There we go, that's the notes. I need me an axe, because I'm going to break this. I've got wood on me, so I could just make a quick crafting table. I need my actual hotbar. No, the crafting table in my hotbar. So I can just quickly make this next. Bookcase. Is it enough to get 30? Perfect. I didn't bring lapis with me. And we only have 19 levels. How will I level up quickly? That is a question. You know, I'm going to grab some lapis. kill off the cows and the sheep, try and find some ways of getting some experience, and I'll be back. Alright, killed the cows, well, most of them, and the sheep, and it's nowhere near enough still. I'm only on 22 levels. I need to sort of make an XP farm at some point, but I do remember that going down the mineshaft halfway, there was a spider spawner, cave spider spawner. Not the most reliable or safest of mob farms or mobs to be taking on, but I thought I can spawn a few, kill a few, and that'll be enough to kind of get us going again. Is there anyone down this way? No, but there is a... Oh, I'll have to find there as we're going, and these torches will be good for lighting up the area. Didn't bring any with me, so they're good. Well, my plan is that I'm going to kind of make very cheap and quick fighting area or spawn area for these spiders, so that I can just sort of kill them as I need to. That probably wasn't smart until I finished this thing. And I know that... Why aren't they spawning? Missed. Well, that's not good. First one, I'm already poisoned. Let me just get rid of that poison a minute. Oh. Now, I know they can actually fit through this hole, but it'll be enough. I can expand this, make it a proper one. I'm going to mine up some levels so I can get 30, get this diamond axe ready for the big mining operation we've got ahead of us. I'll do that, and I'll get back to you. Hello, my kobolds and creatures. It's been a few days since I recorded that last clip. I've sort of been down and out for the count for the most part of the week. It's actually only an hour before upload time, so I need to try and wrap up this episode as quick as possible, ready for you all to see it. Now, if you look around, things have changed a little. The spider spawner has significantly changed. What I'm going to do is use some editing magic from the replay mod to kind of fly through and show you the area above where I kill these spiders off. The spider spawner's now got 3 levels to it. So if you notice, there's 3 spider spawners all linked up now. Efficiency is not 100%, spiders keep getting stuck on the ceiling, which is why if we go up to this little section, there's a ladder, takes us to this like emergency area. We can sort of hit any spiders that get stuck up here, which happens quite often. But other than that, it's not a bad setup. We have been poisoned and died multiple times to this thing though. The problem is making spider spawners, they escape very easily, but now it's all sealed up and safe. I've probably gotten up to 30 levels like 2-3 times just to be killed by poison. So we have a cow, which actually poses a little question that I want to put up. What do we name our little cow friend that's down here? I've got tons of name tags over in the base, so I think we should start naming our permanent placements, like this cow here, our little milk producer for the spider farm. I think that's a good idea, isn't it? So you pop any suggestions in the comments, and whatever's highest voted, that's what we'll name this cow. So again, we got our new water pool for when we're at the spider farm, waiting for them to spawn in. Then we go up the stairs. Now, back up at our current project, the big one of Rock House, our cobblestone storage, but it's also going to double andesite diorite and everything else. All I've done is sort of finished off the foundational part of the front here. So just sort of pushed it so it hits the rock face here. I might still need to do a bit of terraforming to tidy this up. But what I also did was sort of clear out the rest of the rock by hand, just using iron tools and things. That's a stone one I have on me. And then at the back, I've just sort of gotten to this point. I still need to put in the last few pillars, and I can probably do that for you all in a second, maybe, because it probably won't take too long. But I thought I'd catch you up on where we are so far. But the first big project we want to do is something a little different. So let me get to my house, and we'll do something that I've been meaning to do for the entire week. And here we are at our little enchantment setup. One of the big things I've been wanting to do all week, but was determined to do it with you all on camera, was to do this. Oh, Fortune 2. Efficiency on breaking. You know what? That is not shabby for a start. That's a nice little first enchantment. Silk touch. I can take a silk touch shovel any day. And that gets us started. Oh, no, buttons. No, messing it up. Oh, everything has just been going so well all week. It truly is episode 13, isn't it? Very unlucky for some, unlucky for me. I can tell you that much. Okay, so we have our diamond pickaxe. We have a diamond shovel, but I don't have any more diamonds to make anything. Definitely next episode, a diamond mine is gonna be on our to-do list. Now, let's head on over to our rock house, and let's get those last pillars put in. Not going to be finished this episode, but if we can at least get those pillars in, lay out the foundations, it'll be a good start ready for next week. You know what? Let's get this done properly. Let's cue some music and finish this episode off with a little time lapse. And there we have it. Cobblestone is all in place. Pillars are finished, and there is a pillager about to cause us some problems. That'll be a next episode kind of problem, won't it? So, I think that sort of wraps up today's builds. I think I want to add another section that sort of juts out across here, just to give the building a bit more of a shape rather than just being a single squared off building. But it's a nice position, it's built, and with how I'm feeling, I've probably made enough progress for this episode. We've built up the foundation, we've built up a spider farm, we've run a few errands, and got ourselves some diamond pickaxes. And oh my goodness, it has been so nice. Just doing that one little bit of terraforming where I was sort of smoothing the cap side, it was so much easier. So much easier just having to just do it and not having to like, oh, it's a slog. So yeah, all done, all finished. Not bad progress. We've done bits and pieces, built some stuff up. I am quite happy with that. But that brings us to the end of our episode. I'm going to say first time now, if you liked it, could you like, if you want to see more and see how this building's finished, could you subscribe and, you know, pop around for the next one? Kind of make this a running series. Ooh, and I need names for the cow and anything else like that you can think of. Comments and suggestions, always welcome. I'm going to start doing comments of the day once things start picking up. But that's enough rambling. That's enough of an episode. I have to get this edited in time for it to be released in like half an hour. I have been Kobold Queen. This has been Age of Scales, and I hope you all had a wonderful time and a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Oh, that's going to make jumping off this so much easier. Goodbye, everyone.